Hello, I'm Kyle, and today we're going to sort 100 green magic cards. Alright, so let's go in. I've got some green cards here to sort. I think that's about 100. I don't want this to fall apart, so I'm going to throw a box in there. Alright. And then I'm going to sort these cards alphabetically. So I keep my cards organized by color and then alphabetically by color. So I'm going to sort these alphabetically. I'm going to use kind of a modified quick sort where I'm going to pick the piles often without the help of whatever cards are in there. And I'll talk my way through it as I'm doing it. Okay, so first, when I'm quick sorting, I generally want to hit about 2 equal sized piles. So I'm going to go first letter A through M, and then N through Z. So barbed foliage goes A through M. Roaring slagworm is the second half of the alphabet, and so on. Tree shaker, chimera, waiting in the woods, Kenrith's transformation, Merrily Rider, boom, okay, my adversary, trail of quorum, the spheral invocation, aggressive urge, hunger, Gruen, Baloth, fierce, foul, Llanowar, coiling, hunted, bounty, boundless, Ronus, burgeoning, warbriar, omen, 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 harrow. You'll notice some of these cards are in sleeves. I try to keep my rares in sleeves, and then I also will often sleeve them up if I have more than one of the same cards. So there may be more than 100 cards here, but so I'm just going through. Wilderness reclamation, prey upon. So, before I put these into my box, before I put them with the rest of my sorted green cards, when I do that integration, I'll be putting them in sleeves. Crushing Canopy, Pax Favor, Wrecking Beast, Stony Strength, Axebane Beast. So this is a pretty fast process. And if it looks like I'm doing it very fast, once you do this a few times, you can get very fast at it. And I hope you will all point out when I make errors, as I will most certainly be making errors. Good. All right, so now this second half of the alphabet pile, I'm put that aside, okay? In my first half of the alphabet pile, now my goal here, again, is to split it into about 2 equal things. And it's usually the case that like F or G is a pretty good dividing point. So I'm gonna use G as my dividing point. That means there's actually going to be 3 piles here. Okay, so things that come after G, such as H, and things that come before G, like C, and then G goes in the middle. So I'm actually going to have 3 piles. This makes it a little bit easier for me. And like I said, it's not exactly quick sort. It's a modified quick sort, but it gets the job done quite fast. Oh man, one of the problems with sorting cards is you look at these cards, you're like, oh, I want to build a deck around that. That's a problem. Okay, and that split took us about half the time of the previous one, or should have taken us about half the time. And it's going to keep getting lower and lower as we go along. All right. So now, barbed foliage, here we go. So usually I find A and B are pretty popular, and then C, D, E, and F. So I'm going to do that split. So A and B, and then everything else. And those came out pretty even, so I'm pretty happy about that. And notice I just keep my other piles lined up, and the beauty of this is I know that everything in this pile comes before this one, and so on and so forth, and this pile comes before all of them. So I'm going to separate these. I'm going to just go A's and B's. Okay, so real easy. So A, B, 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 A. All right, and then I'm going to sort these. And if I look at them, I see that I was going to go look at the second letter and do the first and second half. I see that when I do that, I get all of these together over here with the Arboretum Elemental and the Aggressive Urge. That means Aggressive Urge is first. And then I look at these, I see the R comes before the X. These are already in order, so we're done there. Boom. And then my sorted cards, I just keep those over to the left. I know that that pile is already sorted. All right, let's do the same with our B's. So second letter, we're going to look at the first half and second half of the alphabet. So Barbed, Baloth, Bounty, that's an O, that's an O, that's a U, that's an O, that's an A, that's an I. Okay. And then I'm going to, I see I have one I and three A's, so I'm going to separate them like that. And then this is just 3, so I can see that that's the order: Baloth, Gorger, Barbed Foliage, and Battlefield Scrounger. Great. Okay, those come in that order. Then I know this one's next. It's the only one in that pile. And now I have this, and this is a U, and all these 3 are O's. So we're good there. And let's see, I have to go, I see Bounty of Mites. Those are the same, so I'll keep those together. And then Boundless and Bounty. So the D comes before the T. So there we go. And then Burgeoning. And I'm done with all the A's and the B's already. All right, and then now I'm going to do C, D in one pile and E, F in the other. So C, E, E, F, C, E, E, D, E, 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 C, F, F, F. All right. And then I see I've got C's and D's, so I split those up. And then AIR, or sorry, AOR, those are in order. Boom. District Guide, boom, that's in order. All right, and I'm going to separate these into E's and F's. F, 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 E, 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 F, E, E. Okay, let's do first and second half of the alphabet. So for the second letter, so N, T, N, N, A, L, L. Okay, Early Harvest comes first. Those both start with Elvish, so Champion comes before Scout. Boom, good to go. All right. These are all E's. I've got 3 Enraged Ceratok and 1 Eternal Witness. There we go. All right, let's do second half of the alphabet. So O, E is the first half, Fierce and Pharaoh. Well, that wasn't a great split, but that's fine. All right, the E's come before the I, and the L comes before the R. So Fell the Pheasant comes before Feral Invocation, which comes before Fierce Witchstalker. Great. Boom. And then Forgotten Ancient comes next. All right, so these are all G's. So let's go with the second letter. So second half of the alphabet is R, R, A, R, E, E. And then I saw these were all the same, and they're GAs. They come before the GE. Those are the same, so that's all together. And then I've got 2 things here. GRU. They both start with GRU. Okay, but the N comes before the U. So Grun comes before Gruul. So there we are. Boom. All right. And let's see. So now I've got H, I, J, K, L, and M. And usually J's a pretty good split. So let's do that. So K, M. So if I have any J's, I'll put them here in the middle. K, L, H, M, 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 K, H. Gotta love Hero. All right, these are all H's, so the HAs come before. Oh, and that's I'll slide that into that sleeve. So the HAs come before. And then hung, the G comes before the T, so those are in that order. Boom. There we go. All right, and then I think I had K's and M's and M. Oh, that's an L. All right, so I just divide them by the first letter. Kenworth Transformation comes before Krell Foragers. Then Lanoir Elite. And then 3 MAs and an MI. And the MAM comes before MAR, so there we go. Boom. Knight of Old Croissant. I've already sorted out the first half of my cards, and that's about halfway. So, and I'm actually more than halfway done because I've also already done that first big split. Okay. All right, we're doing great. Now, I want to point out that sorting the second half of the alphabet, S is just almost always the most common first letter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate into 3 piles. Everything up through R, and then S, and then T, and everything after that. So S is going to be its own pile, and it's often the biggest. So it's just, you just definitely want to do this. So great. R, S, R. And then what I'll do is when I'm talking to myself, I'll just, even though this is a P, I'll say R to remember it goes in the R pile because RST. Those are my 3 piles. I know it's going to be weird, but okay. Urban Utopia. So T, T, R, S, 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 T, 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 S, 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 T, T, R, S, S, T, T, S, R, S, S, T. Am I going too fast for the video? I don't know. T, 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 R, 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 R. T, T, S, oops, S, you go there. T, T, R, 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 T, R, T, R, T, T, R. Okay, look at how many S's I had there, all right? Great, and then I'm just going to go like I did before. And usually at this point, I'll separate this into the things that were R and the things that were not R. So R before R, R, not 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 R, 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 not R, R. It's not a perfect split, but pretty good. I'll take it. Okay, so I'm looking, these are N, O's, and P's. I think these are almost all P's. Let's look. Oh, I got some O's. Okay, so we'll take the O's out, and then everything else is P's. And we're in order. Isn't that nice? All right. So I've got 2 different cards here. OK Adversary and Omen of the Hunt. Boom. Done. All right, and then I'm just going to sort by that second letter. So P-O, P-Y, P-A, P-R, 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 P-R. And this was a terrible split, but okay, well, you just take it and keep going. Take it and keep going on. All right, so often when I'm in the second half of the alphabet, I'll use the S thing. And it looks like I've got lots of PRs here, so those are my PRs. This comes after PR, and this comes before PR, so boom. Okay, and then this is just 2 different cards. So Prodigious Growth and Prey Upon, boom. Prey Upon's coming first. Pygmy Kabu. All right, so I'm doing this the first and second half of the alphabet for the second letter now. So R-E, R-E, R-A, R-E, R-H, R-O. That was a terrible split, but it happens. All right, so I saw a couple REs, so we're gonna have that be the middle name. So R-H, R-E, R-A, R-E, and R-E. All right, that was a pretty good split. So I know, boom, you're done. I've just got 3 things here. G, S, and T, now they're in order. Regenesis, Respite, and Return to Nature, boom. Ronus' Last Stand, there you go. Roaring Slagworm, there you go. All right. Now I'm in my S's, and I'm just going to go first and second half of the alphabet for the second character. So S-I, ST, SA, SA, SY, SY, ST, 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 SA, 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 SP. Pretty good split. All right. So let's see. Okay, a bunch of SAs and then a button SI. Okay. SAR and SAU. So these are in order. Boom. Solana Wayfinder. Done. All right. So now there's almost never cards that have two S's in a row. So I can just go look at that second character. I mean, two S's to start the card name. So I'm going to have S and then things before S. S and things after S. So the second character before and after S. So P, T, 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 Y, Y, T. And again, a terrible split. I don't like to see that. Okay, but I did STs and SYs, so you're there. Steeple Creeper comes before Stony Strength, followed by Sylvan Brushstrider. Okay. All right, so then I'm going to do kind of like I did with the R's. This is going to be T's and not T's. So T, not T, T, not T, not T, T, not T, not T, not T, not T, not T, not T, 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 T. There we go. All right. All right, so I'm going to go T, second character, first and second half of the alphabet. So T-I, 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 T-E, T-E, T-R, T-R, T-R. All right. So, these are the same card. These are the same card. The T-E comes before T-I. Boom. All right. And then, so I'm looking at the third character here because they're all TRs. So TRA comes before TRE, comes before TRO. Boom. Done. All right, so this is all stuff that comes after T. So let's have W be the middle. We'll put things before W, things after W. So U, W, 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 W. U and V are coming over here. U, 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 W, W, V, W, W. And clearly I should have separated on V. I should have separated on V, clearly. Oops. Oh well, that's okay. Let's keep going. So I saw I have U's and V's in here, so we'll just separate those out. My V's, my U's. These are all Urban Utopias, so those come first. Then Vigor Spore Worm, then Vivid Revival. All right, now my W's. So I'm going to say, go look at that first letter and see first and second half of the alphabet. So WA, WA, WI, WI, WR, 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 WI. Okay. And then I have A's and WA's and WI's, so we can do that. And Wading in the Weeds. I'm sure that's a card you've played a lot. Comes before Warbriar Blessing. Boom. And then, now when I'm sorting, this is important now, I don't consider spaces. So I'm sure someday that'll come back to bite me, but oh well. All right, so C comes before E. So Wild Ceratok comes before Wilderness Reclamation. Boom. So those are in order. All right. And then Wrecking Beast, it's all the same. So then we're done. So now we have a whole stack of alphabetically sorted green cards. And like I said, this is about 100 cards. We sorted those pretty quickly. All right. So then the next step, the next big step here. So I like to use these 1600 count shoe boxes for my cards. I guess shoe boxes is the fun term for them. I'm not going to assimilate them all yet. So this is sorted cards I have. I've got 2 more of these boxes full. So these start at TA, Taunting Elf. Taunting Elf. So in order to assimilate these cards I've just sorted, I'm going to have to go through and put them in the right spot through 2 other boxes and then also in here. So I'm not going to do that right now. Thanks for sorting some cards with me.